Chat, here we go. It's Joreuz versus Sabatos, and Joreuz is in a clan called Loser is the first thing I'm noticing. I don't know what that clan is. Someone needs to get him out of that clan and into my clan. That's right, my clan that I pioneer, the LSB clan. Sabatos versus Joreuz. You might be wondering what's going on. Mr. Joreuz and Sabatos playing in a match on low ping. Let's take a look at the nice ping. 44 ping exactly for both of them on this US Central server, as Joreuz is in Toronto, I believe, prepping for the major coming next week. And Sabatos is probably in San Diego, if I had to guess, considering he goes to SDSU and lived there growing up. But Joreuz is going to have to try and take down the Centio if he wants to advance in this NA Cash Cup $3,900 prize pool tournaments. We are in the winners semis. Winner advances to winners finals. Today, guys, we're going to be covering the winners semis and the winners finals, and then we're clocking out. That's right, clocking out. You can give me all the flack you want, but after doing MENA Cash Cup yesterday, EU Cash Cup early this morning, we don't have a full Cash Cup in us, I don't think. So whoever, look at this play from Joreuz. Whoever wins has to promise to just win in the rematch. So that way we could have basically felt like we saw the whole thing. Little 1-8. Oh, did he really have no cam on it too? Filthy. Wait, it actually is 3,900. And this is not us farming a 1439 reference. It is legit 3,900. Chat, do you ever think that we reference 1439 too often? Type 1 in chat if you think so. Joreuz does another nice 180 reverse catch, 3-point turn. All right, you all have passed the test. I was gonna tell the mods to perma anyone who typed 1, but nobody did, so clearly you guys are locked into the Colts. Sabatos gonna get a kickoff goal. 1, there he is. First time chatter, and he's gone. We'll miss him. I heard a lot of people talking about CS::GO. Is that what the, or Counter-Strike 2, and it's CS2 now. A CS2 tournament? Is that what was going on today? I don't follow Counter-Strike too much. Counter-Strike spoilers if you're watching this like on YouTube or something, and you plan on watching Counter-Strike Major, because I'm gonna be like, asking about what's going on. Vitality was like undefeated or something like that. Like hadn't lost in forever. Did they lose today? This is me just barely tangentially knowing about Counter-Strike esports. No, they won. Oh, then what's it boring? Never mind. Who cares? Someone said they went cold today, but it sounds like they still won, so what does it matter? Oh, they lost like a best of 3. Or they lost 1 game in a best of 3. Sabatos stealing the corner boost, getting himself a 4-3 lead. Is Nupo a top 10 player in the world? I'd have to go through it and do lists to kind of figure that out. But I know that the classic list makers recently did their lists. Do we know who they had in the top 10? Do they have Mr. Nupo in the top 10 by any chance? I'm sure there's probably some who said yes. Can we get a Feer list? It's hard to make lists, man. It really is. I think I've made a list once or twice without even presenting it. But you just... It's hard to think of everything and make sure every comparison makes sense across your list. And you may think that the content creators lists are bad, But, oh my goodness, dude. Joreuz is freestyling. Who cares about the list? Shut up about the list. Talk about the now. Where did we have Joreuz on the list? Because if he's cooking like this at the major, he's going home as MVP. Dude, what's his... He's in love with going reverse. He's spamming his reverse cam. He's 180ing whenever he can. Sabatos trying to do some reverse cam as well as he flicks one top left. Sabatos has gotten a few straight down the center kickoff goals. How come we never see Dark in any of these anymore? Dark said that he didn't like it when Sniz watched his gameplay, so he told me no more matches. I don't want Sniz to be there. I'll do it if Sniz doesn't show up. Joreuz. Ooh, nice pin. These guys absolutely going blow for blow right now. Diaz, I think, has traveling stuff. That's why he's not in the Na Cash Cup. I feel like I'm a question-answer simulator. At some point, I just need to stop answering the questions. Sabatos banging into 7th. Minute left to go. It seems like there's going to be a ton more goals. Joreuz getting bumped off the ball, but back in control of it. Sabatos, quick challenge before Joreuz can get a possession. Boost steal as well. 0 boost from Mr. Joreuz, but he has a dream, and a dream is maybe all you need as he hook shots across the nets. Sabatos chaining some dashes together. Couldn't snag a demo. Now Joreuz reset, needs a goal, shoots it over the top, and ties it up. Thoughts on Team Secret only traveling to Na tomorrow? Other teams are there for a while. Yeah, I think they're not even the latest team going. I was talking to... Hopefully this isn't like leaks and I get canceled. I was talking to Sphinx because I was thinking if he could come to Na and get some 1v1s, it could be fun. The APAC player. And I think he was saying he gets here even later. Yeah, you're done. I think he was saying he gets here. I was kind of surprised how late he said he would get here, because I'd have to go double check. But we're thinking like only the Wednesday before would have been the day we could try and do one. I'm like, that's gonna be so late. I mean, we could try still, but look at the shot from Sabatos. Type 1 in chat if I'm done. If I'm getting canceled for saying that. Look at that reset into carry. Zathan, thank you for the 10 months, tier 1. Tie game, 0-second wonder from Mr. Mex himself. The fake goes low. Oh, Joreuz might be able to keep it up. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for Sabatos that he could not. OT in game 1. We thought this might be a fun matchup between some very stylish players, but where is Sabatos going? What is this backflip? And why does he want to lose the game? Where are you going, brother? Game number 1. We'll go to Joreuz. Game number 2. Joreuz and Sabatos. Joreuz able to take game number 1 in OT, and Sabatos has too much plank to handle as he sends that flick way too high. A little team pinch, or I guess opposition pinch. To send that one sailing up. Joreuz wall pogoing in order to pop the ball out midfield and try and get there quickly. That's a demo on Sabatos. I'm not sure he loves that tip out to the midfield, I would imagine. Sabatos seeing he's going to be dealing with a shadowing Joreuz, who's not even pretending to threaten like he's going to turn and challenge. Joreuz off the back wall. Needs to find a way to return to the ground while maintaining boost, but he uses all of it. The process of giving it up. Sabatos, he overdashed. Little overdashing from the dash man himself, and now he's forced back into net on pads. Joreuz just going to launch a bit of a standard flick after collecting the ball, and we'll score the first one of this game, number 2. Joreuz, nice speed to intercept this one. Joreuz losing the dribble. As he's the only one to score, Sabatos gets his resets and has a ton of different options to threaten. Joreuz covers the first. Now Sabatos is in reverse, trying to be able to read if Joreuz is going to challenge. He backflips once, couldn't get a follow-up 50. And this is what I was talking about with the planks. Feels like so often the plank loses out on 50s around the net. No matter what he's trying to do to keep the ball pinned back, he cannot seem to do it effectively. You have to turn and rotate the plank in order to get a good 50, whereas Octanes can kind of just jump up and use the taller hitbox, it would feel. Sabatos on the board, courtesy of a nice ADC. Sabatos little camera checks to see what Joreuz is up to. Gets convinced to take a simple pop shot. Now Joreuz wall dash collection and does a great job of getting a ton of speed on this flick in order to beat Sabatos. Lets it roll to the tail end of his car and then flicks it out past that long Cintio. Sabatos, nice conversion on a kickoff goal. Little diagonal dunk half flip and then able to get back to it. Even though the chip goes too high, he's got the follow-up. Joreuz boxing out Sabatos and then even jumps with him to keep the lock going longer. Joreuz now just rolling through. Not going for a reset, gets the perfect touch and keeps it inside the net, which is what's important as well. Does not overshoot it. Sabatos having a tough time reacting defensively right now. Sabatos off the sidewall. Gets his reset. Joreuz does not challenge from the ceiling. Just goes back down to the ground. And Sabatos is able to just walk it in. And it ends up paying off perfectly. Joreuz trying to muscle Sabatos off the midfield boost. Didn't succeed in doing so. Sabatos will get both the midfield and corner. But then does get undercuts. And oh my goodness, he pre-flip flicked the ball and lobbed it up as a perfect pass to Joreuz. He will get back for the save. Still not out of the woods though. Joreuz sends it high. Little half commit on a jump just to get Sabatos in the air now. Joreuz off the ceiling. Sabatos taps it to the ground. A 1-goal lead for Mr. Joreuz. Sabatos, how did he get it out? It seemed like he saved it from outside the net and yet still did not own goal. Joreuz, I can't imagine he wanted to kill that dribble. In fact, he had to take the next couple touches trying to get it back up in the air. And while doing so, got intercepted. What a strong first touch. Joreuz had Sabatos waiting really far out, so it still didn't work out. But if Sabatos was trying to close shadow at all, that would have really sent it past him. Sabatos needs a goal now as he was looking to the top right corner. Great few touches to keep the ball floating around the net. But Joreuz is there. Sabatos clears this out. One last chance through the air potentially here for Sabatos to try and force another overtime. Seems like an air dribble bump if I've ever seen one. Joreuz gets over the top of it. Sabatos wanted the flip to bump him again. Couldn't get it. And Joreuz will clear it away. It does seem like maybe Sabatos will get a touch before the end of all this. But boost advantage to Joreuz. He'll fly up. He'll send it to somewhere on the ground. It'll be Joreuz up 2-0 in a best of 5. Here we go! For the second time in game 3. It's Joreuz versus Sabatos. See, once we get to the 7th series we've casted in the day, we start hitting the tagline at the start of the series and the start of game 3, and it's like it's time to somebody just put this guy down, put the streamer down. Joreuz musting over the top of Sabatos. Sabatos gets the reset, sees the early challenge. Actually, he might have gotten a second one. And bumps Joreuz off the play. Looking at an open net because of it. Joreuz unable to hit the double. Takes the midfield 100 and will back off as Sabatos stays on the ball. A perfect run! I was so distracted by the perfect run. Not a single person missed out on the king mandated prayer session. Joreuz lean back, resets, 50, makes it 2-1. Sabatos makes one save, can't make another. Counting to 39 was what you had to do to get the all marble stream. You guys were so close too. At some point, we'll have to run another gambit for you guys to try and get it. Sabatos, nice interception. For now, if you guys could just focus on the Rocket League at hand, that'd be great. Joreuz gonna make it 4-2. We're all gonna be cool when we're watch partying with Reddles, right? We're not just gonna relentlessly count and type DSC 1439. The thing is, I won't be able to have any of the bots running, I'm sure. So there will be no King of the Marbles during the in-person watch parties. I save. Joreuz wants the psycho. Sabatos doing one of his classic flicks. Finds a lot of heat, but Joreuz is just sitting there waiting for him. Oh my goodness. Sabatos gets a full clear just by sending it to his back wall. You'll just keep typing W? I mean that's sick, dude. I think genuinely if you went live and like a chat like For a little bit, you'd be a little bit annoyed or like not understanding, but like ultimately, if a really active chat just typed W the whole time, I think you'd have a good stream. I think you couldn't help but be like, all right, I think I did a good job today. Everybody typed W. It seems like it went pretty well. Sabatos just booming it right back on target. Makes you want to type W if you've ever seen something that makes you want to type W in your life. Joreuz's club tag is loser. Kind of makes you want to type W as he gets a double flip reset. Can I get some W's for double flip resets? Sabatos just teed it up for Joreuz and had to rush back. And Joreuz, did he DC? What? He just drove straight for a little bit, didn't he? I got to see his POV. He just... I don't know. Just handed it over to Sabatos. Straight down the center kickoff goal. Why isn't Joreuz in a Dignitas club? That's the real question. Joreuz. Wave dash shots. Does not connect. We've had close games every time, but they've all went in favor of the Dutchman. Nice bump from Joreuz. 6-5. Under a minute left to go. He once again finds the lead. Sabatos struggling to finish off a game. Joreuz getting faked. Jumping into the air. Oh, Sabatos just takes an immediate shot to punish boost. Good thinking. Joreuz was expecting a trade of boost grab. Sabatos going to pick up the midfield 100 and Joreuz going to pick up the corner. Nope. Sabatos declines and takes a power shot instead. He's got himself a tie game. Oh, they are locked. Are they going to go to OT? Is it going to be OT in one more final game? As Sabatos and Joreuz battle left and right. Early on, ooh, I see Sabatos is heavy on the car or the wheel movement. Those disco wheels are pointing right. Actually, Joreuz is pointing left. Is he trying to pull them back the other way? Ooh, big push. It breaks. It breaks. But whose fault was it? Joreuz says, okay. Sabatos says, sorry. It seems like it must have been Sabatos' fault. Sabatos tapped the back wall, wants a pogo to beat out Joreuz. Uh-oh, is this karma on the 0-second goal? Joreuz misses. OT and game number 3. It's time to find out whose fault it was to... Okay, Sabatos is just... I'm trying to do something for him. He's just taking full blame. Says he didn't mean to break. Can he still get a win? Is there karma in this world? Or is Sabatos gonna break everything we know and love about this game by winning in OT? Joreuz sends this one towards the net. Can Sabatos get back? There is karma. Sabatos should have known. All he had to do was hold it and play a regular OT. Maybe he survives. But he breaks it. And Joreuz even admits it was a bit of both, but only after karma has played in his favor. GG's. Joreuz and Sabatos. Shall we go? It's Joreuz versus Roxers. So Roxers did in fact beat Wavy. Apparently, he swept him. Now Roxers is a guy who once upon a time played on my channel, and he was a really talented 1v1 player. I think I don't know if he like retired or took a break, but I swear he took a long break for a while. He continues to like my tweets and stuff, I think that's where I've kept most up with Roxers. He seemed to be like excited about the 1v1 scene and stuff, even though I swear he hasn't been grinding as much as he once was. That being said, he has played on my stream quite a few times. I'm looking it up right now. He has played 9 times. He's played 9 matches on my stream. He's 5-4, 5 wins, 4 losses. So he's got a winning record on my stream. He comes from a time that was maybe a little bit easier to win matches on my stream when we were just getting going. But if there's anybody who knows old Feer, it's Roxers, man. He knows old Feer. He knows him probably better than 90% of chat, 99. And now he's here to win during the new Feer era. Joreuz not going to be able to ceiling double. Roxers won't let him. And Roxers going to go double jump bump. Ooh, nice save by Joreuz up over the top and a counter. I wonder what the prediction is. I bet you Roxers, yeah, 94-6. Roxers is a guy that, you know, not nearly enough of chat has heard of, I would imagine, in order for them to believe. Now, I do think Joreuz does come in as a heavy favorite anyways, as he is probably just the strongest 1v1er to queue up for the tournament. Wavy being maybe next best. But Wavy did not make it here to the Winners Finals. Joreuz has also been absolutely cooking at times. Looking to be completely warmed up to North American soil. I imagine lots of players could be traveling tomorrow. I think that Epic might, you know, cover your flights into Raleigh on Monday. And so I think they might schedule everybody's flights around the same time. I assume that Dignitas would just say, hey, schedule ours from Toronto. We'll be in Toronto. So I have a feeling a lot of people will be traveling in. Everyone that I've talked to so far is not in Raleigh yet, as Roxers gets a kickoff goal. They're all somewhere else. Toronto, Texas, Michigan. Joreuz is trying to double jump shots. Missed enough that it does not even register as a save for Mr. Roxers, who is trying to fake. Oh, he got me, and he got Joreuz, it seems. I was going to say he's going to try and fake a little hook shot, maybe try and go down into the bottom right. And if you watch from Joreuz POV, I think he was thinking the same thing because he stayed glued to that position in case Roxers just rolled it in. But Roxers did eventually shoot it. And now he's back within 2. Roxers flick. Bumps Joreuz. It pings up high. And Roxers able to get a reset to drop it in. I've said it a few times, but I'm sure it'll be the case as people file in during the match. Roxers, he is a old head legend of the one scene. Not a smurf, not an up-and-comer new guy. Has been a top player for a long time. I noticed that he was grinding up the ones leaderboard over the past year or so. I remember thinking, I wonder if he's trying to get back into, you know, playing in tournaments like this, but I'd never really seen him make a strong effort to. But here he is now. Still only 19, is that right? Means he must have been a youngster back when he was originally playing. It could have easily been 3 years ago or whatever when he was playing on stream. So close to being a next-gen type guy. Joreuz is going to make it 7-4. Do you remember Guz? What do you mean remember Guz? Isn't Guz still around? I feel like there's a Guz, Gubberry, Gus. There's too much going on there over in Nah. Nah's got to think of a new name. Roxers within 1. Strong kickoff game has been helpful for that. Oh, Gus is OCE. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Roxers. Such a quick recovery after his reset fell to the ground. Joreuz thought about the musty for a second, it would seem. Ultimately decided better of it. Joreuz reset wave dash bottom left. Direct kickoff goal, going to make it 9-6. We are going to have a hugely high scoring game here. Joreuz on track for easily scoring 10, if not a lot more like 13, 14, I imagine. Roxers might approach that as well if this game doesn't slow down at all. And Joreuz looks like he DC'd, man, the way he's driving down the field. There he gets his 10th. You always find out if an overlay was ready for 1v1s if the double-digit numbers look good or if they look like they got forced in. Joreuz tight angle double he's going for. Does not hit it. Joreuz is going to get the demo, and now can sit with possession really for the last 36 seconds. He does pop it up as he expects an early challenge. And even though he rushes back to the ball, not able to get there anywhere near in time. Roxers really does what he would have to do if he wants to entertain actually winning this game. Just two really quick hard touches to get the ball to the net. I feel like I noticed the RLCS 1v1 one was not great. Like it just, you could tell they didn't plan for a 10-goal game. Wasn't terrible, but it was like slightly off center or something, you know. Joreuz stealing pinch to play some keep away. Hasn't lost a game yet today, despite a couple of them being sweaty. Not gonna end yet. Joreuz 4 straight in the first game here against Roxers. Game number 2. At least Nightbot still gives him the bracket. Joreuz. One touch quickly into reset. Double reset flick. Denied. Ground pinch. Look at this shot from Joreuz. Roxers a victim on the goal line as Joreuz gets the reset. Roxers is thinking about the ceiling challenge. Rotates down. And the ground pinch gets slotted right over the top of him. Roxers just rolling the ball with heat at Joreuz. It's interesting that it ends up working out. Not normally what you'd expect out of that position, a straight rolling power shot. But clearly it was a bit too much for Joreuz to clean and handle responsibly. Roxers, interesting, straight up pop all the way to ceiling heights. Joreuz wave dash, gets the reset, make it 2. The flick thrown at Roxers, and Roxers survives. Chat, has anybody seen the released rope? Today's second stream is going to be really short. Will anybody think of released rope 6, who's on like a $200 million stream streak. Joreuz checking back to see what Roxers is up to. Now Joreuz off the side wall, brings the ball to the midfield with such ease, but ends up going crossbar and down. Roxers, quick shot, Joreuz denies, counters, ties it up. Roxers faking up. It's the reset. Joreuz able to clear the first one away. Gonna go pick up 100 boost. This streak thing is like a problem, dude. Whenever a big one happens, I just stare at the chat. I can't. It's too tense. Joreuz. Maybe it's a watch party only thing. I have to minimize chat for the future. Roxers trying to get a reset pre-flip. Didn't pay off. Joreuz getting a soft touch as he rolls in on a dribble. He started himself. It looked like he was going for the kind of touches that can kill fast-moving balls, but he had already taken it up in his own. Oh my goodness, Joreuz never gives up on the play, and he gets a save. That was a freebie for Roxers that did not go in. Roxers still can convert on this, though. He has big boost advantage. Joreuz not going to have a respawn in that corner. Has to go pads. Ooh, that flick is probably not it, but he can try and make something out of it. Oh, he did! Wait, Joreuz recovers still! Joreuz even baited Roxers in to trying to go for a follow-up based on the first miss. And then he just jumps right back out from in the nets and takes it to a 3-2 lead. Roxers snagging the demo. Should be able to get a power shot that should score. And actually kept it away from Joreuz too. I'm sure he wasn't planning on that. Just trying to shoot. Didn't know where Joreuz was going to respawn, but happened to put it away from him. Roxers trying to pull out of the dribble and to go underneath Mr. Joreuz, but not able to do so. Flick as Joreuz sees the challenge coming. The ground game's been clean, and it's 4-3. Big kickoff win for Roxers. It's been going well for him. I'll mention again, it is just quite interesting. Chat asking, is this Roxers' first appearance? No, this is his 10th appearance on stream. But about all 9 of them probably came upwards of 2 years ago. Joreuz taking advantage of what was a just pretty risky attempt to stay in control of the ball here from Roxers. Roxers bumping Joreuz out of the play. He needs something here with 9 seconds left to go. Joreuz using this last bit of boost to clear this one down the field. Joreuz felt like he left the net open for a second, but A nice intentional back pass rolling on the ground that will not get airborne before the end of the game. 5-4 for Mr. Joreuz. Game number 3. Joreuz and Roxers. Roxers is back and is absolutely speeding himself around the map, playing in his own way. I feel like back in the day, I remembered him as a very mechanically gifted kind of, more like NA style, like a air dribbler type player. Here today against Joreuz, he's been like a KB1-ish type, like really strong kickoffs, speedy ground game, pest. Oh my goodness, I misclicked. I'm so sorry. I swear it was a misclick. I tabbed out. I tabbed out to add Koi's Miata emote, and then I used the mouse to switch perspectives, and I thought I was already on Rocket League, and I clicked the ad. So for those of you who do not have a sub and can't hear me right now, that is why you got an ad. Because Koi suggested an emote, it's not my fault. Roxers reset wave dash after going up 2-0. Joreuz going to get his first by single jumping over the top of a demo attempt. Have we gotten a look at what the Gold Crush boost is? Is there a chance that the Gold Crush is just exactly Alpha Boost with a different name? Colors! Look at the 6 months prime. Doing this so I can avoid the accidental ads. I swear this never happens. If it's your first time in the chat, we're very good at keeping the ads during the non-gameplay sections of the stream. During the boring, waiting for marbles to drop action type, moments. That was a rare mistake. Apparently it's thicker, which, I guess makes it worse because you don't want a really thick boost. Nice flick from Joreuz, but Roxers prepared for it, despite how strong it was. Simpy Wimpy Boy, thank you for the 5 months prime. Roxers got a reset on the first 50, got bumped on the second. Should be able to, oh no, the boost did not spawn in time. I was gonna say he's gonna be able to get another boost steal, but he's still on 0. Joreuz will get a demo. And now we'll immediately start an air dribble the other way. He has been so good at getting those resets out ahead of challengers, whether it's Sabatos, whether it's Roxers. He's got himself a 2-2 against Mr. Roxers. Joreuz flicked too high, rewarded with a ping and a backflip for the lead. Joreuz pioneering the ignore the kickoff on the straight kickoffs. I say pioneering. Nobody else has copied him, but hey, he made it work here. He loves just completely ignoring them. Well, I shouldn't say pioneering either, because that gold opponent I had in 2015 also liked to not go to the kickoff at all. But that was because I couldn't chip it over the top of him and score, and then he would save it and score on me. And there was absolutely no counter to that back in the day. But I think at the highest level, Joreuz is the only one doing it. What does Gold Rush sound like? We can all agree the sound is nice. We've gotten used to it. But what does it sound like? Oh, Joreuz does not get a goal out of that. It sounds like psh, psh. No, I'm not telling you to describe it in letters. like does it sounds like somebody boosting. You guys aren't getting the challenge here at all. You aren't getting the purpose of the question. Yeah, like a spray can, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. It kind of sounds like, is it like kind of like a spray paint? A little bit? Sounds like Gold Rush. It does not sound like shower time. Oh, we don't get it. Sure, buddy. Okay. Even the first time chatters are cooking me. Okay, you're right. It sounds like perfect. That's exactly what I was asking. Five-3. Joreuz looking like he's gonna get a sweep here. Will he put on something crazy for the fans to finish off? It'll be a nice reset double. It sounds like a golden shower. No, no, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Game number 3 goes to Joreuz. He farms Nah into the winners finals.